This is the view. Well, that's completely unrealistic.
Actually, I think we've come down the wrong way. Yeah.
Check out this view though. What an amazing view, you guys. Is this the actual lake here, is it? Mm-hmm. So it's not a river or anything, okay. I could almost have a swim here, you guys.
You could.
In fact, I think I'm going to. Bugger it. I am going to swim. I brought my
boardies, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll go in. Alright. Cheers. Cheers. We are going in. Absolutely. Alright, and here we have my co-conspirator. Our weekend to come. We have Mr. Barnes in the front. Keep the language down, boys. This is going on YouTube.
Brains Trust discussing our strategy.
It is. We have Mr. Boothroyd over there discussing his strategy. Mr. McCallum, our present gym owner. And Mr. McConaughey discussing the finer points of, what do you call it, angling. Mr. Boothroyd, you're on tape. What is your preference for a fishing rod and why?
Had an Oster rig. I'd go for.
All right.
Had a nostril.
It's a refreshing walk up that hill. A one stubby walk we have assessed it. So we have Barnesy going in the background. This is the quintessential Australian weekend with the gum trees, the kookaburras, and your classic...
And the local natives.
And the local natives.
The bees. As I was saying before. Bees in
And over here we have the combination of Mr. Boothroyd and Mr. McCallum.
I've just been informed that I'm the cabin boy. I'm fucking happy about it. Apparently that's the way it goes.
You are?
You got a friend with a boat, that's the best kind of friend to have. But not if you're the cabin boy. That's the downside.
Although.
Look, then you can get your chair and get the last glimpse of something.
What?
When you get fish guts everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Here, get some real Australians, man, fucking gutting his fish here. This is what I caught.
There you
This
go.
is dinner, people.
Yep, there it is. Exhibit
A little
A.
bit bent.
where we're staying. Up on the hill, and we're in the water now, so. We're staying up on the top of that hill behind those trees. Yeah.
And the guy said this was the bushfire, the spring before the bushfire,
Right.
2011. And this guy said, see how those two swans haven't had any babies, and those two have only had one.
Yeah.
He said that means it's going to be a sticking hot, dry summer. There's not going to be much food.
What's
the date? Oh. Red light. Okay. Go for it, Clinchy.
Here we are, it's Mr. T. Barnes' birthday. This is weak as piss and not jumping in the water. Where's Mr. McCallum?
I'm right here.
Mr. McCallum just did a humpback whale impersonation, which we don't want to repeat. And over here we have Mr. Barnes, the birthday boy. Nungurna, that's where we're staying. The distance. Now we're going on the boat back to Lake Gippsland. Barnes' birthday, we have cold chisel blaring in the background. Mr. Barnes, 53 years old.
And feeling like 23.
Yeah, they win. Morning, Alec. So therefore, the way they're looking, they're going to get 40 at the moment. Our people someone's got to do it to keep these gentlemen in the lifestyle they're accustomed to.
And over here we have Mr. McConaughey, who alleges that he was the last man standing last night.
Oh, one off.
Yes, yes. And the person making the video is the first one to bed at 10 o'clock. So this is one of the differences when you're over 50. It's like, night lads.
Francis Street, Yarraville, right? They need to do something about that as well.
And just as some background for people watching this, all these guys are very avid lefties. They're
Lefties?
Righties. Righties. Righties.
Here we are, the final morning of the boys' weekend. Very successful again. This is the place. Very nice. We walk over for one final view. We go past Mr. Barnes on the phone here. Clearly whoever was calling didn't want to talk to him. And then we go over here, and there is the Gippsland Lakes once again. The final morning, we're about to leave. Listen to all that wildlife. We've got the blinds down already. Mr. Where is he? McConaughey? No?
Sending down.
Do you have any comments to make as you walk away?
Excellent.
Alright. And Mr. Brett McCallum, any comments to make?
Oh, no,
any
no.
final
I
comments?
think I've had a shower for 3 days. I'm attracting a lot of flies.
Mr. Jackson's going to be the final comment on this tape. What do you have to say for yourself on the final morning?
It's been a very uplifting experience.
It has. What was your finest hour for this trip?
I think it was when I pointed out to some ignorant Australian about his lack of rubbish responsibility when it came to trashing out.
That would be me, which resulted in me going to the rubbish bin about 4 times out of guilt.